The Roosters haven't tasted success here since 2017. The Panthers have won their last 5 against a team that might be considered one of their arch rivals, a rivalry that goes back a long way. Friday night footy with Victor Radley charging back. We've seen for the first time in 6 weeks after that syndesmosis. Now Hutchison starting in the hooking role, and here's Joseph Suali'i, the young dynamo, the teenager. Hard to believe the way he plays. His try scoring this year has been phenomenal, but I know the Origin coach, who's with the sideline, loves the tough stuff he does, that bullocking work. And now Siwa Taukeaho running for almost 150 metres a game this year, the veteran prop. Hutchison, a kick aimed at touch here. And the ball rolls out over the western touchline. Good evening, Phil Gould.
Good evening, Matthew. Yeah, it's going to be a very interesting start to this game. The Roosters like to assert their authority with very quick running over the advantage line, really running hard, hitting the advantage line at speed, where the Panthers like to assert their authority with a fast-moving defence. So I think we're going to see some real collisions on the advantage line as these two teams try to get ascendancy.
Some great individual matchups. Yo v Radley, Fisher Harris and Lindsay Collins, the two imposing front rowers. There's Leota, fresh off a maiden test cap for New Zealand. And now Dylan Edwards, the running man. 223 metres a game on average. He's run further than anyone in the comp this year. He runs home after the game, he's that fit. Now Fisher Harris. There's the first aerial kick by Nathan tonight, and he's been really hit hard after that. Look at the ball, just check up and bounce back towards Joseph Suali'i, who's tackled by Isaac Pangor. Now Sitili Tupanua moves to centre for the Roosters tonight.
Yeah, that side of the field for the Roosters, the right side. Tupanua defending in the centre's normally in the back row, and he's next to Sam Walker, so a real target on that side of the field.
Oh, Joey Manu, there's a wonderful start to his night. I've knocked him. That's my fault. 401 running metres for New Zealand in the test. It's a record. And let's go to Brad's sideline. We can see it's wet, but at the ground, Brad, it's one of the best in the comp here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful, the ground out here at Bluebet Stadium. As the rain comes tumbling down, you can see why Joey Manu may have dropped the ball there. You really need to focus as you go into the ground, because you can see all the dew on the water as well. There's a slight breeze, a little southwest of that, supporting the Roosters. But the fans, they've turned up. They didn't see the weather report. They're out here to support their team.
Rain, hail or shine. Well, at least if you're looking for a beanie tonight, there's no shortage of those. Beanies for brain cancer round. It's 6th year, and it's done a marvellous job. Here's Luai. Scored a double when these teams met in round 11. He was player of the match that night. Now, Coruscant finds Yo. Cleary around the back. He turns Martin underneath. Oh, Taukeaho with a rough shot. He got him and got him well. Drags him back. Here's Yo into the line. Cleary. And good read there. Walker comes racing out to wrap up his rival, number 7, which means Luai will call the shots here and kick out. He doesn't give a pass away. And Penrith, they don't put a kick in. They're happy to take the tackle on the last.
Nice tackle there on kick out by Joseph Suali'i.
Sorry. That's the. If you're wondering why we've made that change, that's the Samoan pronunciation, and it's important that we acknowledge the official pronunciations where we can, and that's one of them. Here's Tedesco.
Well, we saw Joseph in round 11, came off his wing and absolutely folded kick-out in half. I've never seen that. It goes to show the aggression, but the technique and the strength.
Hutchison again from inside 40, and Edwards is awake. And back he comes. Always eager and always purposeful in his work. And he's taken there by Manu. Taylor May. Penalty Penrith.
Here. Satilli.
Well, it's one thing you don't want to do against the Panthers is give them easy passage out of their own half. Those discipline areas are really important. Because once they get into these set play situations, they'll come at you with 2 or 3 attacking shots, and for most teams, it's very hard to contain.
A set piece here. Play towards the middle of the ground, and here's James Fisher-Harris. 51 minutes and 163 metres for New Zealand last week. Here's Leota this time.
Big cunt there with Victor Radley.
Neither of those two boys care much for that, do they? They just run as hard as they can. Kick out! Luai and Tangor are kicked through off a Rooster and over the touchline. Played it.
Walker.
Well, it's only tackle 3, but it shows you the confidence of these young outside backs with the Panthers. No second thought there from Tangor. He just put his foot to the ball because he saw an opportunity. As I say, that was their second hit up, third hit up of the game, and they're already moving the ball and looking for grubber kicks behind the line.
Kickout's really got that pre-line pass in his game. Taking the last couple of weeks, he's taken it to a whole new level.
Well, rather than use him as that usual lead runner, decoy runner role, they're giving him the ball early and let him try and create the numbers on the outside. It's been very effective. Roosters were awake to it there.
Yo for Leota. Collins meets him front on, and Hutchison part of the tackle too. Right under the black dot.
Ruck interference. He's over the top of him, causes it to break down. He's on top of him, James. He's on top, mate. That's all.
I'd say they'll kick for goal here.
Going for 2.
And Nathan has told our referee, Jared Sutton, that they will do just that. No score, but the Panthers about to hit the board first. If you want an indication of how much the Panthers fans love their footy, the hill at the southern end of the ground where that ball's just landed, Gus, you can't even get a spot. It's pouring rain. They're like sardines.
Yeah, it's all the local boys. They love a beer and a pie down there. Wouldn't matter if it's 38 degrees or 3 or below. They're going to fill up that end of the field first. That's the social end of the field.
The bar's cranking down there. Now, bottom right of screen, you can see the QR code. That's a great initiative.
Time your run.
You can scan the QR code, and that will direct you to buy a beanie as part of Beanies for Brain Cancer Round. And great to see so many beanies on display here tonight, and they will be right across the weekend. Panthers 2-0, points at a premium, they think, maybe tonight. Here's Leota.
We've had rain all afternoon out here in Penrith. But this ground is immaculate, even under such conditions. So it's the dampness on the ball that makes it a little more difficult.
Gus used to get out there with his scissors and trim it, make sure it was in like his front lawn. They look after it since you've gone.
Well, I'd have to ring Brad Fittler to find out the exact height for certain conditions.
It should be sitting about 30 mil, but there's 30 centimetres of sand under this.
Hang on. Here's May. Back on the inside. Luai. What about the tackle? Oh, it's forward pass in the end. Tedesco was brilliant there.
On the 10.
Here's a perfect example of giving the ball to Kickout, not in that decoy runner outside in roll, but giving it to him early so that he can create the space out wide. There was a forward pass just before that one.
Well, he's such a big body. Defenders have to come to him. And then on the outside of Sam Walker, it's Tupanua at centre. He's thinking in the back of his mind, well, he's one-on-one kick out with Sam Walker. I might have to come in and help him, which creates room on the outside. Really good coach.
Plus it lessens the option for obstruction and getting it slightly wrong, or giving the defence a little bit of time to slide off. Why would you want to be using Kickout as a decoy runner when if you give it to him, it's infinitely more dangerous? And the Roosters get easy passage out of their own half. Interesting team line-up tonight, the Roosters. Unless the coach has got some specific plan, it's quite unusual, particularly from the bench as well.
Thinking the two number 9s.
Well, both Verrills and Watson are on the bench.
Oh, they've lost it. And I suppose Watson could play sort of anywhere. He played lock for Newcastle, you'll remember. Early ball again for kick out. Puts a ding in the Roosters' right defence. Yo inside to Fisher Harris. Radley there in defence. Coruscant for Yo. Cleary into the line now, and a short ball for Martin. He targeted Manu, and Billy Smith part of that as well. And so too Angus Crichton. That's on the 20 where the ball is played. Cleary shows it twice underneath, goes out to Luai, and now kick out again. The ball for Taylor May. But they got across there well. That's another good battle, isn't it? Taylor May versus Suali'i. Now Kickout's been stung and hasn't got up very quickly as Cleary kicks over the top, and Manu has lost it backwards, and Billy Smith, I think, got a hand on that to force that.
Yeah, I think he...
Kickout's hurt his shoulder.
Okay, Ash, we're back to tackle 0. Got a knock on from Billy Smith. We have no try. Got a knock on by Billy Smith, then just confirming that it's grounded in goal by the Roosters before Penrith gets there.
Kick chasers onside. Joseph Manu touches the ball first, just seeing if there's any infringement from Penrith. At the moment, it's a knock-on from Joseph Manu, which touches Drew Hutchison in the head. No touch from RP Coruscant. Play on at this stage. The ball is then grounded from Billy Smith. We have a decision.
So the decision will be knock on Roosters, so Penrith will get the ball back, but that grounding obviously prevents the try from being scored. Now Sorensen is mobile on the Panthers bench. And
kick out just went up the tunnel.
Is gone.
He passes the ball and falls. Oh no, he gets hit after he passes the ball.
And Tupouniua was on report too.
It's a scrum. Hold the line, guys. 1 foot to the line.
The Roosters' goal line defence is going to be tested here as Cleary feeds the scrum. And away to Edwards. Overlap. To'o! Another one for Brian To'o. And the Panthers have skinned the Roosters.
Well, 3 really nice parts of deception here. And then the really quick hands pass from Crichton to get his wingman away. They attack so well from these mid-scrum. They've got a lot of options. Cleary does a little bit of a stutter step when he comes out of the back of the scrum. Harvey Norman replay, does a swivel, gets it away nicely. Dylan Edwards, and look at that beautiful, silky catch and pass from Steve Crichton. He does that so well. Wonderfully gifted. Lovely inside passing, the opportunity, bang, bang. Barely a fingerprint on the ball.
You know you're going well when you make the difficult look really easy. This looks so easy, but in these conditions, quite difficult. They are just humming along, the Panthers. Absolutely humming along.
And Brian To'o a double in each of his last 2 club games leading into tonight, and he is on the board early doors. The Panthers 6-0, and Cleary from just inside touch. It's amazing how they can turn nothing into something just with a little bit of trickery or an extra player joining in. And Cleary. Oh, what a beautiful kick from touch.
Sponsored by Hickscrew. Panthers 8 lead the Roosters 0.
Let's go like that clock, mate. Still 10 seconds. It's time you run here, boys.
The home team 8-0 after 13 minutes. We saw the Liami kick out off up the tunnel. Danica Mason, who got some injury news.
Yes, initially it looked to be a shoulder injury. He did get his shoulder tested out on the field, but he actually suffered a pretty heavy head knock as well in the collision. So he's come off for a HIA, so he'll be spending the next 15 minutes up the tunnel in the sheds getting tested.
Okay, thanks for the news, Danica. And as we said, Tilly Tupanua has been placed on report for that. Here's Leota now. Cleary underneath, and it's Jamin Salmon on the field. So he's gone to right edge, and Liam Martin over to the left to plug the kick-out hole. Up within a couple of the halfway. Here's a floater. The New South Wales skipper's back there. Oh, even James Tedesco struggles under the Cleary wobbler in the wet weather. But he turned his body and he knocked it backwards.
Up here! Hold, James! Hold! Go through!
Oh, they really have thrown themselves into Joseph Suaalii with his runs back. They've made a point of targeting him with some big tackling.
Yeah, we talk about the Panthers' attacking game, but their defence is very aggressive. They sprint up quickly and they do it all night. Offside now, referee, so they jumped a little too quickly, but that won't worry them.
Yep, where I am.
Gus,
Wyatt.
where would you attack Penrith?
Stay behind it.
Where would I attack them? I would be trying to go down the middle with your switches of play around the play the ball area, change the point of attack and keep the passes really short. I think any long passing against them is only inviting disappointment, really. Short passes, running numbers, changes the direction, and just keep pumping away at the middle to try and wear them down.
Here's Talkeaho, tackled well by Coruscant and Martin too. Radley playing on to Collins. Leota low, Salmon up high, inside the 20 now. Bradley, Walker's kicking here on tackle 3 and he's kicking towards Suaalii. Oh, Taylor, no, take a bow.
Well, that was premeditated. Victor Radley got the ball and played early to Sam Walker to give him time. And with that, they brought up the outside defence for Penrith, which isolated the winger.
Back it up.
To get one-on-one with Suaalii. And unfortunately, for the Roosters, didn't come up trumps. But nice play there by the Roosters.
So we'll have a bit of drama getting out of this end now, Penrith.
You're going to earn your metres tonight in these conditions. The ball moving a little bit slower.
Oh. Oh, there's a tackle. That was Hutchison. That was a great shot, forcing the ball free. The Roosters with a great chance here. Manu, Tedesco. Oh, good defence as well. They're offside though. That was Crichton. Talkeaho. Oh no! After Hutchison forced the turnover, he's dropped it. And now Salmon into the backfield. Jamin Salmon goes for everything. He's trying to find fifth gear. He's running away from them. They just get him.
Oh, Salmon.
They had him, and then they let him off the hook. And Salmon nearly wriggled away from them. Here's Cleary, out to Luai. Martin on for Taylor May. They've just recovered here, the Roosters. For how much longer, though? Oh, he's given them 6 more. Yo now, looks up, Salmon running a decoy, and then Edwards for Crichton. Great defence there from Daniel Tupou and his Origin teammate. Now Leota's dropped it. They get a penalty anyway.
Angus Crichton. Yep. Yeah, mate, I'm going professional foul.
Oh.
Okay, on the break, Stephen Crichton's a support player. You take Stephen Crichton out. We're playing advantage. I can play it there, mate. They're attacking. I give them the opportunity
long way
to
back
score.
to get that.
He's committed a professional foul.
The offload out the back. Drew Hutchison isn't watching. Coruscant gets the ball. This is a nice ball.
It's back here, boys. Isaiah, it's here, mate. Very great.
There wasn't much in it, really. Brad Fittler.
Well, you're not allowed to grab the player, so he risked going to the bin. The fact it went another couple of tackles, I think we've all tried to promote an advantage to the attacking team. So I've got to say, Gerard Sutton's handled that pretty well.
And I guess if there's one team you don't want to be down to 12 men against, at the moment, it's the Panthers. We saw in Origin, as soon as Queensland got down to 12 men, they executed a beautiful play to the left to score, and they'll just set them up here and look to outnumber them down the edge of the field.
Leota runs into the tall timber. Collins and Siwa Taukeaho. Right, they come in. Yo straightening off the left foot and accelerated at them. He nearly busted them there. The New South Wales number 13 now. Coruscant for Cleary. They're all stacked up out here and they all fan out wide, and Tago is cut down in a good tackle. Sitili Tupanua. Luai couldn't find the desired target, so he's happy to wear a bruise for his team. 11 metres out. Played to Coruscant. Last tackle, Cleary. A dink up in the air, a shallow one, which was knocked on by the Panthers, and the Roosters have got the ball back through
Knock on Penrith.
Joseph Manu.
Play the ball out there.
Yeah, it was good defence from the Roosters there. They covered them on both sides of the field. But they're looking a little bit draggled at the moment, even though we're only in the early stages of the match. Just in a bunch there behind the play the ball. Look at them.
So with Crichton in the sin bin, he's a quirky one. It's the 4th game in a row the Roosters have had a player in the sin bin against the Panthers. They're making what is already difficult, playing the competition leaders and the reigning premiers, more difficult. 4th game in a row against Penrith, they've had a player binned.
Billy Smith drops the ball here. He's talking to his captain, James Tedesco. Whether they're going to challenge it or not, I think they haven't missed their chance. Salmon just had a hand in there. Middlefield scrum. You saw a try earlier from one of these scrums to Brian To'o. They have their basic structure, and off that structure they have 3, 4, 5 options, and when they do it they all know their roles, and it's done at great speed. Just the key players have played so much together.
Cleary made out like he was going to run to the left of the scrum there, and he came back to the right. They've got every little trick, haven't they?
Goose stepping there.
It's without the ball. Oh, they're in a world of hurt here, the Roosters. Edwards weaving. Pulled down by Manu. Leota now. Oh, that's another great tackle. Who was that around the ball? Was it Collins? Was it Radley? Who else would it have been? That was a textbook shot.
Look at those eyes. He loves it.
Well, it was Radley and Taukeaho.
Yeah, Radley got the shot on the ball. Got his shoulder and arm right up under the ball, and in these conditions that'll just spill it out. So they've survived a couple of attacking raids with 12 men. Already 8 penalties or 6 against in this game. We've only had 20 minutes. Very active, the referee.
Oh, stingy defence again. James Salmon with Arpi Coruscant. Here goes Siwa Talkeaho. He's off to the UK Super League at the end of the season. Warrior for the Roosters. Here's a kick from almost the 30-metre line by Sam Walker, which skims across the turf, but not as quickly as Dylan Edwards does. And he'll come back to the left, looking to set something up for his team. He's tackled by Suali'i.
It's a part of his game that's really improved, Dylan Edwards. Just gets the ball in 2 hands, waving the ball around. Normally, years gone by, just tucks it. But he gets players back from those kick returns, and he's got the ball in 2 hands, which gets him one-on-one. Really improved that area.
Some news with Danica sideline.
Yes, good news for the Penrith Panthers. Viliami Kikau has passed his head injury assessment, so he'll be coming back on the field in about a minute or so. They also tested his shoulder. It was a hyperextension of his neck, so he had a bit of a stinger in his shoulder, but they said that he is fine to come back on. And there's also a little bit of a concern for Stephen Crichton at the moment. He has been clutching at his left hamstring, so we're going to be keeping an eye on that.
Thank you, Dr. Mason. Well, he got buffeted off the ball there. Yo picked it up, though, and To'o, he's going to kick back in, bounces off legs. Roosters get it back.
They've done well, the Roosters, haven't they? Scrambled. Down to 12 men, and how much field position the Panthers have had. They've repelled them.
I think it's taking a lot out of them, though, Andrew, doesn't it? You can just see them. They just don't have the energy to support when they run. It's all been a little bit one out.
No Jared Warrior-Hargreaves tonight for them as well. No Luke Keary either. This is consecutive games because of that head knock. So Walker, he's the main man. He's the playmaker tonight. Where's the 7? Sends a kick downfield. Here goes Forrest Edwards.
Well, Walker's been playing on the left for most of the season, and Manu usually plays at right centre, but they've got him on the left as 5'8". So they've made a change there for some reason. Maybe figuring Walker had to do more kicking with the right leg, so they put him on the right-hand side of the field.
Now Scott Sorensen. He was in the Kiwi squad, didn't get a game last week against the Tongans. He's riding a wave of 22 consecutive wins, Scott Sorensen. As Cleary almost punches a hole in the Roosters' defence. Tackled on 5, Butcher, the main defender there. So Luai's going to step up. A high ball towards the post. Tupou is there to take it. He's got nowhere to go.
Kick out back on the field. Martin back to right side. Kick out to the left.
He's back to the bench. He's sponsored by Charlton and
There's Joey Manu. He's playing 5'8" tonight, but he's there to do some donkey work. 8-0 only. Well, that's the positive news for the Roosters, isn't it? When you look at the possession, 66% of the ball in favour of the Panthers. And down to 12 as well, the Roosters. Hutchison, he loves that kick from the 40, the angle towards the western corner, or I should say the north-western corner. And To'o could only get back to the 10. Brad Fittler.
Yeah, I've just been watching the movement of the Roosters players, especially as they've been going on and off. Satili Tupanua spent the last set defending on the left-hand side. Now he's moved back over to the right-hand side to defend, and it looks like he's going to stay there for most part of the game. I wonder if they're getting as confused as I am.
Well, it's under 2 minutes now before they can get their 13th player back on the field. So they haven't conceded any points during the sin bin period, but they've worked really hard.
You can see Taukeiaho thought he detected a lost ball in there somewhere, but
He offloaded out the back, and the ball came back to him. Kick out.
Oh. Tedesco under the pump here. Oh, good take. Isn't that good?
That's a brilliant catch. Cleary had plenty of time to line that up. I think he was going to kick it end over end, and then when he got more time, he said, I'll give him a little spiral number and see how he likes that.
Now here's a run. There's a good dash. That's Verrills.
First touch.
Yeah, that's where I'd be going. Keep supporting those types of plays.
Well, it's interesting, Gus, because Verrills and Watson are both out there now. Neither started, but they've both been thrown out at the same time.
Well, this might be the plan to just keep pumping away through the middle now. Run from dummy half, support each other. Back it up and keep going.
Manu, Tedesco through, Tedesco pulling through, the Walker's there. Oh, that's beautiful. The Roosters up the centre. Manu, Tedesco, Walker.
Well, there's your recipe. There's your recipe for how you play against the Panthers. As soon as the two dummy halves come on, it was just back-to-back efforts and then inside passes, pushing up in support around the middle of the field. Harvey Norman replay, Andrew, we just got talking about this.
Yeah, it's a real running night, and the 5'8" to the fullback to the halfback. That's what you want. Any room around the middle of the field, as you've spoke about, Gus. You need your halves and your fullback working together. That is the blueprint for terrorising the middle forwards on the opposite team. Speed, footwork, close support.
And not enough teams take them on there. You know, some teams don't have the ability to take them on there, or they get discouraged by certain things, but even though it's slippery conditions tonight, those little changes of angles, stepping back inside, passing back inside, running in numbers with a dummy and just being very aggressive. Look, it's over the advantage line, little show inside, push in, go back inside, look for a little offload.
Are we looking at obstruction? Please no.
No, the try's been ticked off.
That's
That's okay. It's a sixth sense. This looked at it. He just knew Tedesco was coming. Great footy. Freddie.
They were just looking at the contact between Connor Watson and the big front rower, James Fisher-Harris. Connor Watson come forward and just touched him, and Fisher-Harris fell backwards. That created a bit of a space through the middle.
This way, mate. Time it.
Manu, Tedesco, Walker. With a big three tonight for the Roosters. And they link up in beautiful fashion. So not only have they not conceded during that 10-minute sin bin for the Roosters, but they've actually pulled the lead back to 2 points.
I wonder what that does to the the Panthers. They've had all the ball, all the field position, play down for the Roosters. They couldn't score. And on the first times the Roosters get any field position, they go bang, bang, bang.
Fascinating to see how these two dummy halves operate in tandem. Manu goes to first receiver and turns Angus Crichton back underneath.
Well, the way they picked the team and they picked their bench, there had to be a plan. There had to be a reason for it. And that could have been the result of that try right there. Probably restricted a little bit because they had a man in the bench, so they waited a bit longer. But when you looked at the makeup of the team and the bench, you'd have to think that the coach had something in mind. There was no other explanation for it.
Might be a coaching masterstroke from one of the masters of the profession, Trent Robinson, who has a winning strike rate, amazingly, of nearly 64% through 249 games. Torres out. The Yo now. Held by Butcher and Taukeiaho. comes another Cleary high ball. End over end this time. Martin chasing, Crichton chasing. It was a shallow one. It didn't even actually reach Daniel Tupou, and Billy Smith took the catch.
Yeah, if you can get to Cleary quickly, he'll kick the end over end kick and just get it to his foot and pop it up. But when he gets a bit of time, then he'll size you up for one of them spiral ones. So you've got to keep going at Cleary to make it easier on your back three to make catches.
Oh, there's confidence. Suali'i popping it out the back to Walker, and they fire it over to Sitili Tupanua. The NRL's free-to-play game Pick'em is back. Just pick the winning margin from 4 selected matches to win a share of the $100,000 weekly prize. Head to nrl.com/pick'em now. Oh, loose ball. Tedesco, I thought, bobbled that. And they kind of stopped the Panthers expecting the whistle. You've got to play the whistle, boys. They nearly pulled their pants down, James. And Walker with a good kick.
Yeah, they're back in the game here, the Roosters, aren't they? They're back in the game. They've come with a plan. That wasn't part of the plan. But the right bloke picked it up. He was able to get him another 10 metres and get them on the front foot again. I'm going to buy him some elastic for his shorts. I'm going to send it to someone. Something to help his shorts stay up.
They don't have a drawstring anymore, do they?
No, you used to have to tie up the old... They don't do that because now you can grab onto it and tackle them. So they decide to go with the drop-down drawers. They're not afraid to bear their wall to make a line break.
Power there in the engine room, if you know what I mean, James Tedesco.
I'm waiting for the first football team to play in Lycra.
Tungo down the touchline, May outside. He didn't pass it. He copped a whack and then he bounced off. Oh, Kickout's been bowled over again here. Nathan Cleary saying, what about the penalty back here for a late shot on Kickout?
He's grabbing at an arm again. That's referred pain. That's nerve damage from the neck. He's holding that left arm quite limp. And when you get hit, when you're not expecting it, that's when you get the burners down your arm. That's neck problem.
Footballers in life, though, hey? Tupanua. Oh, that's rough house defence. The two backs got him. Luai and Tungo with a big tackle in combination. Oh, that's a wonky old pass. Sitili got it back. Manu has it. And it all sort of broke down from there. They were stacking up out left for something. Instead, it's a last tackle long kick from Sam Walker. Bounces awkwardly. Edwards retrieves it. Trying to take advantage of a somewhat staggered kick chase, but he gets back 25 short of the halfway. As you'd expect with 11 players backing up from Origin, this has been a really good quality game. Penrith flew out of the blocks, but the Roosters have just gone about their business.
Well, after 15 minutes, I thought it was going to be 40. The Roosters have hung in. Great defence. Angus Crichton is in the bin, and they've grown off that defence.
Cleary with a low skimmer. Good kick. A stinger. Good kick. Back to the goal line.
That's how you change momentum. Kick early in the tackle count. Pin the fullback on his own.
Oh, that's a good one-on-one tackle. Smith nearly got around him there, and Nathan Cleary, the man that kicked it, made a superb tackle around the bootlaces. Crichton this time. A try scorer in Origin 2 over in Perth. And Nathan got 24 points in that game. Second most individually for a New South Wales player in an Origin match. Ryan Girdler scored the most, another Panther. Walker, beautiful ball. Smith, oh, it's just a bit high for Tupou. That was a gorgeous pass by Walker, wasn't it?
In these conditions, Billy Smith got the ball and he just juggled it just for a fraction of a second. Couldn't catch and pass in one motion. I think he got a hit in the ribs and he was looking to pass. Oh, yeah, Brian To'o comes in and hits him right in the ribs. They hurt. It's just in these conditions.
Form up here, boys.
So Billy's trying to get his breath back, and the Panthers inside the last 5 before the break. On the attack here through Isaac Tungall. He's St Mary's Junior. Now Sorensen. Tackled strongly there by the Sandbarrels. 6 more. Mitch Kenny off an inside pass by Yo. Plenty of numbers left. Cleary's going to change the point of attack. He's going to link up with Edwards. Tries to poke his arm through the line. He's going to pass way out the back though. Good hands and top. Oh, will he slide there? Oh, how close does he go? Cleary now. Isaiah Yo. A big gap for Yo.
Let go now.
Oh, they stopped it.
Tedesco.
What? That is the try saver of the year. If they don't score here, that is. Here's May back on the inside. He looked like he was going to put it over the line and celebrate with the hill. Unbelievable defence by Tedesco. Cleary now. Oh, this is gallant by the Roosters. They are defending this goal line like a fortress. Cleary with a kick over the top. It lands in the field of play. Manu's there, and they get the ball back. Well, that's extraordinary.
That might be the most fascinating 1 minute of defence I've ever seen. That was incredible. Panthers were over the line twice, and they've pulled them down inches short. In the wet conditions, I thought they'd just slide in anyway.
Well, the top hole looked like at first, and how did Yo not get there?
Tedesco, body on the line.
Well, it would have undone all the good work they've done till now, the Roosters, if they had it conceded there. So they actually protected everything they've done. When you work hard like that, it's harder to give it up. When you work hard, it's harder to lose.
They've got nowhere on this set. And a wonky kick by Walker. Oh, look at that. Just kicks away from Edwards. He kicks them in a way that they bounce. They're a nuisance when they bounce the Walker kicks, aren't they? There's no real predictability to them. They sort of wobble around and skip away from the players trying to retrieve it. Now May. Well, we've got a game here. We really do. Kenny and Edwards up the middle. Oh, thought he might have fumbled. Referee said he didn't. Great tackle. Verrills. Oh, penalty.
May not be accidental, but it still puts him in a dangerous position. Wait.
Dangerous tackle penalty.
Can't go quick, Nathan, on foul play.
Yeah, but he did it to himself. He dived over the top of the defender. I don't think the defender had any choice here. He didn't do that to the tackle player. The tackle player did it to himself. That's not a dangerous tackle. That's ridiculous. He said, I know it's an accident. That is ridiculous penalty.
Well, it might be a costly one too. Might be a big call, that one. A minute before the break. Yo for Sorensen. 4 metres short of the line. Cross out. Kick out! Over he goes.
Well, they've been giving him a bit of a battering kick out there on the edge. So he said, I'll come a little bit tighter and see how you like this. And the Roosters turned good fortune into a 6-pointer with the big Fijian back rower, the big Panther back rower, just saying, get out of my way. Coruscant, short ball. He's just too big and strong when he's got that momentum. Harvey Norman replay. Powerful try.
There was great movement around the ball, around kick out, in particular from Nathan Cleary. It was just players in motion. They get the eyes off kick out watching Nathan Cleary. and the defenders aren't watching kick out, and then it's the late footwork of kick out. We'll just highlight here Nathan Cleary. Watch him come around the back of kick out. Kick out will come forward here, but all the eyes are on Nathan Cleary here coming around the back. And then watch kick out, just let it roll. Watch kick out get the ball and change his line off the left foot as he catches the ball. All eyes are on Cleary out the back. And kick out, great footwork.
Yeah, right on the stroke of half time.
They sting, don't they, Coach?
Yeah, well, you know, Coruscant and kick out close to the line, they're real weapons, and it's a wonderfully constructed try, but it came off the buck of an innocuous penalty, a really unfair penalty against the Roosters. And that's undone a lot of good work that they've done in this game. Panthers, though, they play well to these conditions, and they're on a roll.
Yes, the rain driving down now. But the Panthers, well, they always steam out, and the Roosters just steadied the ship. But that try before half-time has given the home team an 8-point lead in conditions that are suited to the diehards here at Bluebet Stadium in Penrith. Half-time, Panthers 14, Roosters 6 in Friday night footy.
Happy with the first half?
Yeah, I thought we dominated field position and possession. We left a few points out there, but yeah, all in all, I think probably pushed the ball, tried to go around him a little bit too much, but the last try I thought was a good template.
What are things you look for early in the game to make sure your team's on?
Yeah, field position and possession. So you're stopping them, making metres, and hopefully we're making a few, and yeah, just generally connected with them without the ball.
How you feel?
Feel pretty good, man. Yeah, but it's going to be, you know what, the Roosters have put a lot into this game. You can see they're here to play, so yeah, they're going to be dangerous.
Good luck.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Ivan Cleary. Good to see him back at the footy. He's had some health issues in the last few weeks. Here's Kenny with it now for the Panthers. Ampol fueling this second half, and thanks to Ampol, masking Andrew and Gus of the two fullbacks, Dylan Edwards for Penrith and James Tedesco for the Roosters. Which one will run the furthest in the second half? I can tell you that Edwards 128 metres in the first half, Tedesco 83.
I'll go Edwards.
Oh, here's another Cleary tester. Well taken. Well taken. Well, I suppose, Gus, if the Roosters are going to get back into it, they're going to rely a lot on their number one.
They are, but this fella's hard to beat. I think he outruns most fullbacks in the competition. That's what he does, he just runs.
Joseph Suali'i.
Extravagant running style, isn't he? He gets his knees up high when he gets into the line.
Now, we were talking about this Roosters' incredible record when they leave at half-time. Is this
Panthers?
The Panthers, sorry. The Panthers lead at half-time. They've won.
The last 49 times they have led at half-time, they have won.
49 out of 49.
So if they win tonight, a half century.
50 out of 50. Leading at half-time.
Oh, Manu kicks for himself. He's found a bit of territory here. Manu racing after. Oh, Edwards! He just slid over the touchline, and then he thought, just in case, I'll throw the pass back into the in-goal.
Joseph Manu just gets the ball, and it's like he's playing under 15. He just says, come with me, chips over the top. Oh, I watched him last week in the Test match playing for the Kiwis against Tonga. He was unbelievable. Pretty much played him on his own. I think that's his spot. I think it's his spot, 5'8".
Yeah, but on that, again, Andrew, it was down the right-hand side of the field. He's far more effective on that side than the left. He can play both, but there's a chance for the Roosters now to make an early statement.
His team a great opportunity here. Within 6 metres of the line they play it. Walker dumps a pass away to Crichton.
He got a lot closer than they thought he would.
They wrap themselves around the ball, though, the Panthers defenders. Penalty. Crowding, making a nuisance in the ruck. Verrills taps it. Tapiaho charges it. This is Egan Butcher. Edwards up there in the main line. They head left now. A little juggle there by Connor Watson, but he pushed away from 2 defenders. He's stopped by Kenny and Sorensen. Comes to Sam Walker. Manu straightening. Kickout's got him. And he got some help from the inside too by the co-captain Yo in number 13. Watson, Walker, stabs a kick through. And Edwards is happy to ground it.
Yeah, nice play.
Just watch, they might go quick.
Again, they were going side to side and got away from what was successful in the first half, where they tried to jink their way through market defenders and the bigger players around the middle. Oh, you might end up scoring out wide, but it's because you've broken them down in the middle of the field. You've got to break them down in the middle of the field first.
That was neat work by Walker with his foot there. If he hadn't have trapped that kick from Cleary, that would have gone up inside the Roosters 20.
That was the flipper.
He was born in England, so
that's better.
Good ball. The two dummy halves, if you like, Watson and Verrills.
Just keep throwing dummies and digging back in through there with a bit of support.
Tedesco in the first receiver now. He has a dance. He's quite the groover, and he's 6 metres out. Tripanua through the hands, Walker, Siwa, Takeaho, played for Tonga last week. 10 short of the Panthers line. They've had all the ball after the break here. Walker, Tupou's got a running leap at this one. Ball's knocked on by Penrith. Oh!
First one, Penrith, field of play.
There's more defence coming for the home team.
Yeah, great defence by the Panthers, and then you hold your breath on the last play when they kick to these 2 tall wingers. This time it's Tupou. He was up high too. Did really well to get his body in front of him.
So it's pretty much 5 minutes of defence Penrith have had here after half time.
Yeah, they need to try the Roosters just for incentive. Narrow that margin. Get themselves back on the springboard.
Here's Tedesco. Oh, his mate Suali'i made sure he didn't slide over the sideline. That was good presence of mind by the teenager. And he's there to send the ball away through Walker, Watson, Sorensen. Good shot. Verrills heads left. Egan Butcher. Siwa Takeaho. There's your try.
That's the answer. Short passes. Shape to go long and play short. Lovely. Well executed here. And they're able to punch their way through the meat of the Panther forwards. Really nice line. You'd love this play on the Harvey Norman replay, Andrew.
Yeah, beautiful pass. Goes to the line. Egan Butcher, he's a cracking player. And Takeaho on the Harvey Norman replay runs a really strong line back against the grain, changing the angle in these conditions. Very hard for the defenders to change their footwork. But set up by Egan Butcher, I think he's a representative player of the future. Grew up playing in the halves, now he's in the forwards. You get those forwards, the bigger forwards who play 5'8", their ball skills, their ball passing, how far to go on the line, their select passing. It was on the mark that time.
That's the way to play them. I get astonished sometimes. All the teams that come up against the Panthers, they seem to think they've got to throw the ball from sideline to sideline and hope for a miracle. Straightest, shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Just go forward, support it, short passes.
Just got to wait for that clock, Nathan. Still waiting, mate. Time running, guys.
The Roosters in a fight for a position in the finals this year, but they are giving the Premiers a real fight. In Friday night footy, 2 tries apiece, just a penalty goal the difference, and that was a great hit back after half-time. And have a look at that possession count. 82% of the ball since the break. Phil Gould said it was important they register points on the back of that, and they have done so. Here's Butcher, Egan Butcher.
Good player, this kid.
Oh, he raced out Cleary and he put a good shot on his Origin teammate. Right, now he's trying to pinch the ball. They stack the left-hand side. Verrill's taking off. They've worked up to the halfway here. Walker with a drop punt kick down for Dylan Edwards. Good kick chase by the Roosters. That's a good energetic chase by Smith. It's a gutsy performance by the Roosters. They've had a man in the bin. They had 68% of the ball against them at one stage in the first half, and they're back within a penalty goal. It's Taylor made this time.
He's gone to his bench. Ivan Cleary, Spencer Leniu, which is young tearaway. Here he is.
Oh, he might have got a high shot. Doesn't look like it. No. Fans thought so. Cleary 40-20, tackle 4, tries to get it in behind Suali'i. Oh, bobble, backwards. Oh, and he cops a whack around the face too, I think.
And again, Cleary with the early kick, just trying to change momentum a little bit. Put the Roosters back on their heels.
Oh, look at this. This is where they surge without the ball. They race up off the line, a very deep pass there from Dunn. Half and a big shot. Big shot on Butcher. That's Spencer Leniu.
They move so fast in defence, the Panthers.
Manu tries to find a bit of room in behind the ruck. Gets up within 6 metres of the halfway. Verrills. Walker again. Charge down! If it bounces for kick-out, he'll score! Oh, no! You could see it unfolding. It was like a bad dream.
You have nightmares like that. And the ball just keeps running away from you.
You just knew that was going to happen.
Well, he got 2 good bounces, then when he went to get it, he got a horrible bounce.
Oh, it's like in your dream, the bad guy's coming forward and you can't run anywhere.
Sponsored by Protect Locksmiths. In the action for the first time tonight. Spencer Leniu, sponsored by MKJ.
Just what he wanted to bounce. Oh. And now Manu, he's taken them on himself here, Joey Manu. A couple of great incisive runs in the last little minute. Inside ball, Tedesco goes at them now. Watson, dummies to Butcher, had his legs whacked away there by Leniu. They're on the 10, quick play the ball. Left now, Walker, he has a dance. Fires the ball over, Butcher, a bit of room here. Oh, Butcher with a kick in behind them. Cleary's going to mop up and he's going to be put over the dead ball on league, and Butcher with a bit of a cool head play.
Well, that whole set of 6 there from the Roosters was terrific. That's the blueprint. They never left the middle part of the field. They just kept jigging away from dummy. It wasn't all perfect, but it's tiring on the Panther forwards. They just went right up the middle section of the field, keeping the passes short, inside and out, change the direction, stepping back inside, and it takes its toll on the Panthers' defensive line. Throwing long passes, they're sprinting up and winning territory while the ball's in the air. Good game.
Yeah.
Been a really good performance by the Roosters. Panthers are used to this, though. They've had a lot of close games in the last few years, haven't they? Been able to find a way to grind their way to victory. This is what they thrive on.
The Roosters lost their last 6 against the Panthers. It's been 5 years since they won out here either. Tupanua! Oh, the sideline beckons. He just stopped. Walker. Watson, Verrills, Manu, floating ball, Tupou. The defence had plenty of time to organise itself. And look at this now, they put plenty of grunt into that tackle. Yeah. And a big run out of dummy half. Crichton, they might score here. Manu into acting half. Yeah, they weren't square, nor were they back. And the Roosters are going to get another one.
Okay, I've got it down.
The boys from the east are looking to take down the Mountain Men.
Punching away at the middle. The replay will tell the tale on the put down. I thought he got at the point of the ball to the ground at very, very first impact, and he's hurt his neck in the process. Very bravely dived in there to the in goal. They had 2 long shifts left and then to the right, but it was only when they started the punching around the play of the ball. Harvey Norman replay, Verrills out quickly. And I think the point of the ball got to the ground as he dived over. Yeah, I think it bounced there.
There it is.
Great fight back.
They're in front. What a super effort this is by the Roosters. They've scored their 3rd try of the game, and it was Verrills with a burrow.
Oh no, that ball bobbled.
That's all right.
Sam Verrills has scored. Now we're hearing a boo from the bleachers because the Penrith fans think they saw a bobble. Andrew, did you see a bobble?
Well,
it's been cleared though.
Well, it's been cleared.
Yeah.
Look, in fast motion, it's a try. Try.
Oh, he's been immense, Sam Verrills. He's caused all manner of issues with his tactical running from dummy half. He's got a try. He's given his team the lead. The last 49 times the Panthers have led at half-time, they've won. It is the record about to come tumbling down here.
Well, when you're the champion, they come after you, don't they? The Roosters have certainly come here with a plan tonight. It's up to the defending premiers to find an answer to that and then hit back with themselves for under footy.
Here's Watson. Manu and Tedesco. And Crichton, great run. Nice offload. Hey, Teddy! Get that in there. Strongest man in the world. Brian Toto just dumped him. And Edwards racing back.
You can see how much petrol the Panthers have got in the tanks. They've done a lot of defending.
Oh, mate.
The Roosters have got to keep their discipline. Cannot give away cheap penalties in this situation.
There's a run. Isaac Tungor.
Well, the Panthers will take up the challenge here. This is going to be a terrific finish.
Luai runs towards Walker. But he was tackled very nicely around the legs by Nat Butcher primarily. Now Cleary, pardon me, Cleary. It's not there to knock, Cleary is. And Suali'i is tackled inside the 10, so they've come a good distance on that set of 6 now. Now Tupanua.
Did Suali'i, is he a Penrith junior, Gus? Did he play?
He comes from Glenmore Park, that's where he was living.
So he played juniors reps out here?
Played with the Glenmore Park Brumbies.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a good tackle. Victor Radley back on the ground. And Manu been phenomenal again. Oh, old-fashioned talk. Look at that one sit up in the sky. Oh, Taylor May runs onto it, links up with Edwards.
Great attack, great defence.
Here's Jerome Law. Here's Taylor May again. They find Brian Totler in the middle of the ground.
Yeah, Roosters have got them rattled a little bit.
May, he's back for more of the rough stuff.
Panthers have just got to ignore the scoreboard. They've done this very well a number of times over the last couple of years in close games. Forget the scoreboard, just go through your process, wait for your chance.
So Fisher Harris has come back out there and take that run now. Corus out, looking for something outright. Oh, that is a superb tackle.
Boom.
Oh, Watson with a jarring shot, and the ball's
Everybody
come
up.
free.
Shot clock
He
on.
ran a long way, Corus out. He doesn't normally run that far across field. It's Watson that picks him up and slams him down. That's a great tackle. Manu over the top. Just got the Panthers a little bit on tilt. First little period after half-time was not in their game plan.
Make sure you hold Stephen, Alfie.
And you can see the confidence in the Roosters growing.
Joseph Suali'i left to kick out for Lorne on the ground. So that possession stat, I said it was well in favour of the Panthers in the first half. It swung the other way. It's now 51% in favour of the Roosters. And you can see the metres going there in the second half. Almost 3 times in favour of the Roosters. If you're talking energy reserves, Penrith have had to dig into their fuel supply since the break. Oh, Radley's dropped one.
Mark that one down. They've been pretty much perfect since half-time, the Roosters.
Yeah, it's just
Victor's looking up, looking where he's going to pass or where to run before he gets the ball in his hands.
That's just a little bit of rust. That's lack of game time right there.
But gives the opportunity for the Panthers now. Watch Nathan Cleary, watch him go to work.
The difficulty with playing the Panthers is that they're fast for the whole 80 minutes. They don't slow down. They're just as fast in the 80th minute as they are in the first. And this will just be a relentless attacking assault that the Roosters are going to have to withstand.
Here's Kenny. So he's playing on the right edge there. Penalty. Oh, the Roosters. He might appeal this to Tedesco. He's racing out to talk to the ref.
Are you challenging? You can. It's ruck interference. Are you challenging?
What's the interference?
Ruck interference.
So he's touched it. No challenge.
Okay. It's gone, mate.
I'm
It's
asking
gone.
a question.
And I've explained it to you.
Yeah, but
And
I'm
10
asking a
seconds is
question.
gone. James, we're playing on.
Well, he obviously wanted the challenge. Why don't they let him challenge?
Well, he did ask him, and rather than say, yes, I'm challenging, he kept asking the question.
But he wanted to know what he'd ruled. He wanted to know why you ruled, you know. He wanted to know what he was challenging.
Yeah.
That's pretty harsh to say that he can't have a challenge now.
Kenny gets up to the 10. The crowd becoming more vocal as Cleary sends Kickout back on a run towards the middle of the ground.
They love this position on the field, the Panthers.
Coruscant working right with Yo and then Sorensen. Oh, there was a 6 again in the middle of that as well. Coruscant out the back to Yo. Fisher Harris, bit of room. Oh, he puts it out the back and Tupanua gets it back.
A rush of blood. And that's what pressure does. You don't normally see that from the Panthers.
Oh, big shot.
It's a play 0 too, isn't it?
Yeah, well, they had a 6 again call, so you don't often see Fisher Harris either. You don't see that a lot from him. Maybe a bit of scoreboard pressure.
Well, we're questioning all week. Everyone's been questioning the Roosters, they're being out of the 8, whether they could make a run. But sometimes it only takes a game or big contact again by Nathan Cleary.
When they can see that you're going to run one out, they're like attack dogs.
Sometimes it just takes one game to get your confidence back. You've got to say that they are looking.
Oh, Edwards into Tupanua. Oh, this is good fun, isn't it? Oh, look out. There's another kamikaze. Oh, Manu. He was offside.
Joey, 10 metres. 10 metres, mate.
Well, Manu. The referee's got to stay out of the game here because this is a terrific contest. They've got to let the players decide it. Way too many penalties in this game tonight. Way too many 6 agains. They're tough conditions out there with having to deal with the whistle going all night.
Kenny's played big minutes, Mitch Kenny. 23 metres short of the Roosters line. Yo takes them on. Gets up near the 10. Collins, the defender. Coruscant right to Kenny. And then Edwards and a charging Crichton. The ball's come out. Another penalty.
Hey, James. Cool it, or you're going to have someone sit me up at descent. It's 10 metres. Back you go.
Tedesco's animated. Trent Robinson, I can tell you, has gone right off in the coach's box after that.
Can't call 6 blokes.
Well, the referee has just caused the frustration all night. The players are doing a really good job to give us the entertainment they are with the way it's being officiated.
Here's Fisher Harris. Another full-bodied run. And he's stopped by Verrills. Coruscant. Tupanua raced out. Cleary thought about a kick. Cleary goes for a run. 3 metres out. Collins was there. Coruscant, away to Yo. One bounce. Tapped it out the back there. Edwards, brilliant. And now To'o. Stopped desperately by Victor Radley. Edwards trying to size them up. There's nothing there for him. And he's tackled by Walker. They've held on very well so far, the Roosters. Cleary looks up, sends it away to Isaac Tungall. Glorious pass. Great finish by a very good young footballer.
Well, it's a brilliant pass. 5th tackle. Panthers just looking a little frantic. Watch the way Nathan Cleary shapes for a grubber kick. Makes the defence stand still. Tungall knows what his skipper going to do. Harvey Norman replay, shapes the kick, then bang. Beautiful ball across the face of kick out. Tungall reads the hole, and the Panthers hit back.
Now, the corner of his eye, he was watching Tupanua. He was just watching and scanning, and he was waiting for him to turn in. As soon as he turned his shoulders, Nathan just went whack. Great pass. Brad Fittler.
They've been looking for Tupanua the whole game. Early in the first half, they kept going to kick out and see what he could do if they could find something in Tupanua, a weakness. And it's taken up until, 60-odd minutes to find the weakness. The conservative play was the kick behind the line, but as Gus said, the Roosters' defence just all stood there trying to trap the ball, and there was just a little bit of space for Tago. What a pass. Under pressure.
There's always that space on the last play between the centre, the defensive centre, and the winger. Suali'i, he was back a little bit dislocated from Tupanua because he was waiting for the kick. So you bring that defence up, there's always a little bit of that space between the centre and the winger, and he just waited perfectly. That was beautiful to watch. He just waited and waited, held his nerve, Nathan Cleary, and then fired the bullet at the right time.
I don't think you discount the run of Kikau either, Andrew. Like, Kikau's a big target, and maybe Tupanua had eyes for him, and that's where he left his hole. But the sleight of hand and the dummy kick from Cleary, Kikau's presence, and then Tungall just reading the hole beautifully. Lovely play. But on the back of a lot of possession there over the last 2 or 3 minutes.
He's trying to swing it around, and he's done that.
10 seconds. Just time it in. Stay behind it.
Ah, what a wonderful game this has been. It's an old rivalry. It goes back a long way. They played a grand final against each other. And we've got a cracker in Friday night footy. Of course, the NRL is encouraging fans to buy a beanie to help support vital research to fight the battle against brain cancer. Head to the Mark Hughes Foundation website, markhughesfoundation.com.au. Buy your beanie if you're heading out to the ground this weekend. Haven't got one, grab one. And all the outlets as well. You can get all the details on the Mark Hughes Foundation website. It's a bit chilly for Brett Morris down there on the sideline.
The beanies have come in very handy tonight, haven't they? No kidding.
So Cleary with a high, long kick. That was beautiful pass. Good Andrew Johns like that ball. Danica.
Yeah, great showing here tonight at Bluebet Stadium, despite the wet weather and the cold conditions. Close to 17,000 fans have turned out to cheer on their team, so it's only a few thousand off capacity here, so a great showing, and I can say the Panthers fans are a little bit more vocal right now.
Yeah, they made themselves heard on that attacking set there.
There's only 12 minutes to go. Like, this game is flying along. Terrific game.
I've absolutely loved the way the Roosters have played. And it's through injury that they put Joseph Manu to 5'8", and the two dummy halves. I think in the modern game, the game is so fast that you need two dummy halves.
Walker under pressure, he hurried to kick away and did a good job of it.
And with the game speeding up, you don't need too many ball players. And Joseph Manu, he's played his part beautifully.
You've only got to look to the origin. Queensland had two in the first origin, and that's what won them the game, I think. Harry Grant coming off the bench. New South Wales went for Damien Cook fresh off the bench and started with Coruscant, and that proved to be decisive for them too, I believe. So you're 100% right in big games. You need that double-barreled, that double-pronged attack out of the dummy half area.
Lovely ball, Luai, kick out, May, dragged down very well by Tupanua. Only fourth tackle. They'll have an attacking kick available here at the end of this set. Here's Fisher Harris. Across the ground, trying to get them into a position. Now Cleary is stationed right. Here he is, up it goes. There's no one really able to put a jump on that for the Panthers, so the Roosters have got the ball back. Here's Billy Smith.
It's going to be hard for them to win it from that end of the field.
Oh, kick out with a beauty. Brad Fittler.
Yeah, on the back of what Gus is saying, I think the only way they're going to win this is through their defence, which has been the hallmark all night for their performance. They're going to need it here after their kick. Get an air out of the fullback for these early tackles.
It's only a shallow kick here by Walker, and it sits up beautifully for Edwards to run back.
Yeah, well, they're getting a lot of pressure on the Rooster kickers. Walker's virtually handling it by himself. They know who to go to. He hasn't really got a good purchase on one yet. Verrills is off. Watson is off, so both the dummy halves are off.
And Hutchison's back out there.
He stands his ground, Sam Walker, isn't he? He's a small halfback.
Oh, he's a tough little fella.
He defends strong.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Here's May. They all turn their back. He nearly caught them napping. Taylor May. Oh, kick out. That is a gigantic play.
That was Arthur Beecham.
That was unbelievable. Cleary now. Away for Yo. They've got numbers. It's catch and pass, and they score through the hands. Oh, it was a bit late, the pass. Crichton might still get there. He's pulled down. Great scramble, Roosters. They look destined to score there. Cleary. Kick along the ground, he shapes it to the in goal, he gets back there, Walker. Has it been forced by the Roosters, or is it a Penrith try?
Just confirm that Sam Walker grounds that ball.
Yeah, this is endless practice. Hours and hours, under pressure, he just stands up.
Kick chase is onside from Penrith. Sam Walker loses the ball backwards and then forces it with his torso. We have a decision.
The old torso rule.
But under pressure, what's there to go? 9 minutes to go, and he just stands up in the muscle memory. This will be no try. From Nathan Cleary, and just gets the repeat set.
Going your way, Casey.
He's got his angle sorted, his touch sorted.
Well, you helped him with a lot of that, Andrew, in the early days, didn't you?
I'll send the invoice.
Another one. Play on, Panther ball. Don't forget, too, he's on the backup from Origin. Like, he was man of the match in Perth on Sunday. It's just sustained excellence from this outstanding number 7. Played quickly here. Penrith looking for a knockout punch. Oh, another great, it's Victor in, Flichter. Coruscant, duck dives over.
That's brilliant awareness from Appy Coruscant. As you said, a tremendous hit from Victor Radley, but you've got to put the effort on top of the effort. You can't sit there and get a pat on the back for the big hit, because Appy Coruscant's there to pull your pants down when you're not concentrating. Watch this, bang! That's a really good hit. Thinking, well, didn't I give that to you, eh? What about that? How do you like that? Then doesn't concentrate at marker. And on the Harvey Norman replay, Appy Coruscant pulls their pants down.
Yes, it's his second try against the Roosters this season. He scored a try when they met back in round 11.
I might bring Brad Fittler in on Appy Coruscant. Tell me about Appy at training, his trickery around the ruck.
Well, the first thing I realised in game 1, Joe, he sat in the box with me. I just asked him to watch a few things, and I never realised actually the footy intelligence that he had. And there was Isaiah Yeo for a while there was sort of had a knock early, and I was asking him to watch him, and then he was talking about the ruck and talking about the fullback, and he pretty much knew everything that was going on. And then when you watch him at training, you can see the forwards, how they just enjoy running off him. He just has a knack of just acknowledging to them when they're going to get the ball. He always gives them the ball early, doesn't take up too much time. He also has an ability to take the marker out of play. That's the key thing. He's always taking the marker out.
Yeah, he's got that beautiful, looks one way, comes out the other, double pumps. And I just said, the marker bites. Just watch him go to work with 7 minutes to go.
Here it's his 15th goal in a row.
He's sponsored by his crew. The margin out to 8 points. Penrith Panthers 26, leading the Sydney Roosters 18.
We just wait, mate, till you get your bloke on. Make sure you time it.
Okay, it might be short dropout time.
And Victor Radley's gone off for a HIA.
Yeah.
Make sure you stay
He's not
behind.
happy,
Go on the boot, not the
inflictor.
whistle. Keep behind.
I don't know, I'm not sure where that stemmed from. Now, Teddy with a short kick off, and it's a bit of a jostle over there. The Roosters have won the ball back. There's time, and they have been so brave, and they will fight until the end.
Well, they beat most sides in the competition on the way they've played tonight, the Roosters. They've had a couple of games like that this year where they've been losing, but they'd have beaten just about every other team in the competition on the way they played.
Oh, kick out, trying to square the legs there.
Oh, my God.
Oh, gee, I'm glad he didn't get him properly. Out the back it goes. Lovely hands. Manu on to Tedesco. Cleary says it was obstruction. You could see him yelling at Jared Sutton. He didn't agree. Tedesco played it. Hutchison. Pass to Siwa Taukeaho. They can't put him on the grass yet. They do eventually. Coruscant and Fisher Harris, the last two tacklers. Last tackle. They need something special. Manu tries to poke it through. It goes in the legs. Penrith trying to trap and strap. Penrith knock on. More footy for the Roosters.
Okay, shot clock on. Middle.
Here's the play the ball. Watch Appy Coruscant's eyes. Takiaho goes to the right-hand side of the play the ball, and he'll watch Takiaho go back to the left and realise he's only got Radley, the two smaller players, Radley and Tedesco. He actually caught out of the corner of his eye that Takiaho had moved from one side of the play the ball to the other, and he said, that's my opening. And Radley didn't realise that Takiaho had covered that spot, so he moved back towards the post, and the fullback was caught in the line one-on-one with the dummy half. That's awareness.
Good pick up, Gus. Here's Walker. Away to Tedesco. Now for Tupanua. Oh, Tungo. Great tackle. Great tackle from the young centre. Suali'i, Walker, Egan Butcher, Lindsay Collins. Had his legs snapped out from underneath him. They're 14 metres out. They're still having a real dip here. The Roosters, Tupanua. If they can score here, do not look away. Walker. Now Manu. What's he got? Oh, throws the ball. It bounces awkwardly. Well done, that Butcher in the conditions to pick it up. Butcher, half puck through. Oh, it's a penalty. He passed after the tackle was completed. Oh, that's bad luck. Oh, get hot spot out, will you?
That's so touch and go.
I don't think the arm hit the ground, did it?
Oh.
Just on Api Coruscant, during the Origin Sunday night in Perth, in the commentary I asked Cameron Smith, how off mic, about Api Coruscant, and he spoke about his trickery at the ruck, how he's playing with the markers and the tight defenders of Queensland. We might get it in-depth at full time. Cameron will go over Api's performance and what his strengths are.
You sure he's going to give it all away? They've got a decider coming up. Sure, get as much out of him as we can.
He'll talk about Api, he won't talk about
how they're going to beat him.
The other mob's defence.
Yeah, well, I'll just get a message down to Api to ignore Cameron Smith. We're in the middle of an Origin series. We're not having the Queensland coach interview the New South Wales hooker.
No, he's not going to interview. He's
on
just
his trickery.
He's going to talk about his game.
Oh, he's not going to talk to him?
No,
Oh, okay.
we won't let that happen.
Oh, okay.
Well, Freddie's down there. You won't let that
I've
happen.
settled down.
He's the assistant coach, by the way. Haven't sacked guilty. So, Fisher Harris, how good's this game been? This has been such a good game.
Brilliant. It's been terrific. The Panthers have done well because the Roosters really came after them, didn't they, after half-time?
Luai dribbles one in, chases after it himself. Suali'i's there, and Luai with a tackle, ball and all. I'm interested in the Roosters' reaction here. As you just pointed out, Gus, that they've struggled to string consistent form together. They've had a couple of breakout performances over the last 6 rounds. The performance against Cronulla, their first half there, down in Cronulla, they led 20-0 and they just blew them away. And they've stood up to the benchmark of the competition here tonight, but aren't going to come away with the points, it would seem. Can they build off this, even though it looks like they're not going to enjoy the win?
No, and as I said, I think if they play any other team tonight, bar Penrith, they win.
And win well.
Yeah.
Little chip over the top. And who's there? Nathan Cleary.
Cleary again. They're hard to beat, the Panthers. And these are the sort of wins that just put confidence in the bank when they get down to the back end of the year. They know they can finish off tight games and hold their nerve and still come up with big plays.
Coruscant off. Easy break for him.
He's just got cramp.
He's entitled to.
Fourth tackle, Mitch Kenny, Nathan Cleary. Sells a big dummy one way and then the other. And nearly poked through a gap there. Hutchison with the tackle. Luai looks up. Fisher Harris, it's the last tackle. Luai wraps around the back, away to Tungor. He's trying to find an opening. He's got the ball free if he can slip a pass, and kick hours there, but they're going to lose 15 metres on that. They'll turn the ball over there happily.
Well, with Melbourne Storm's defeat last night, the Panthers are opening up. There's your live ladder there, a 6-point lead in the Premiership race, the minor Premiership. Massive for and against positive at 306.
They're 103 points clear on for and against. So You know, the only other time in Penrith history they've led the comp by 6 points? 1991.
Yeah, I remember a team that did that.
This is some title defence.
Oh, it's an extraordinary period in rugby league history, just not the Panthers history.
Whoop.
It's an extraordinary period of success and thoroughly deserved. They've worked hard for it.
Ronnie with a grubber. Tedesco, nice little play that. He's knocked it on.
Yeah. I think they can take a lot of heart out of this tonight, the Roosters, and I think the Panthers can take a lot of positives out of it too. To be challenged like that. The next 5 games for the Panthers: Tigers away, Sharks at home, Eels away, Raiders away, and then Storm at home.
Oh, yeah.
Manly gave it to the Storm last night, didn't they? I know it got a little bit frantic at the back end, but what they did to them in the first 65 minutes was brilliant stuff.
I thought Manly left 3 or 4 tries out there too.
Yeah, they did. They really threw them out. This is nearly developing into a one-horse race. But there were things about this Rooster performance tonight that I think other coaches will recognise were quite effective against the defending premiers. They'll build on that.
Oh, this has been quite a fight tonight. A really high-quality game. Where the Panthers now make it 50 wins out of the last 50 times they have led at half-time. They are so hard to beat in any circumstances, but when they get out to an early lead, as that statistic reflects, more often than not go on to win, and they've done that again here in Friday night footy. Great crowd, especially in the conditions, and the Panthers 4 tries to 3, 26-18 winners over the Roosters.